Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. Wednesday workout. It's Des here. Hopefully able to provide a little bit of midweek motivation to get out, look forward to activity, if not just to push on with the rest of the week and enjoy whatever you enjoy doing. Of course, I always take this opportunity to try and motivate and inspire people to stay at it. I realise myself that sometimes as the week goes on, things can climb up on top of us. And having started the week this week by sort of explaining what DOdaily is, it's almost become a theme of me just going over what it is all about. Yesterday, I spoke a lot about the solidarity session, why I do Tuesday training. On reflection, I was talking to Kay, asking what she thought, and she said it followed perfectly, really, from Monday, explaining what the channel's all about. And in all reality, I'm kind of in reflective mode as well as being determined to push forward. I've spoke a lot in the last sort of week or so about a really busy period that I've really enjoyed myself. In previous weeks on a Wednesday, I've put together vlogs of what I've done at the weekend. Again, just sort of dropping it in midweek when people just might start flagging, the chips might be down at work or at home, things might be getting on top of us, just to try and pick people up that little bit, to try and get them thinking. Of course, they're about running. I'd love to encourage people to do that, but just to get them thinking that there's other things out there, and as well as sort of being inspired by those, we can look back, we can look forward, we can be happy about all the things we love. And that's all I'm trying to show on a Wednesday in recent weeks. This today kind of goes back to what I was doing before in sort of encouraging people to stay at it, to work hard, to keep pushing on. And I think that's a really important message. And like I say, after sort of unintentionally explaining what DOdaily was about and the different motivations, I thought it'd be useful today to extend upon that. I haven't actually got a vlog from the weekend, didn't do anything sort of out there in terms of my running, in terms of my activity. So it's probably timed itself nicely that I can sort of just go back to explaining why we do certain things, what the channel's all about. And of course, I said it on Monday, but I'd really like to thank those that support. There's a couple of guys out there that do a lot on social media for me, really pushing it. I know I'm sort of a rough diamond, might be too complimentary of myself, and I don't want to come across too confident, because I'm absolutely not. I've just been sharing some of those vlogs from the last couple of weeks, encouraging people to take a look in, because in all reality, I'm really, really proud of those. I'm really pleased with my output. This is taking a long time. I'm not trained. I'm not an expert in the subject I talk about. I mentioned on Monday that there is people out there who question why I want to do it, why I want to talk in front of a camera. But the reality is, if I wanted to talk about things I knew about, I talk a lot about football on other people's channels, for example. I feel I know a lot more, and I'm not saying that's easy. I'm definitely not. But for me, it would be easier than trying to talk about sort of activity and self-development and self-care and encouraging people to make better decisions for themselves. Of course, a sort of light-hearted approach to mental health. I try not to be too technical. I leave that to the doctors, the experts. What I'm doing is trying to be realistic, honest, raw, approachable as well, in the fact I invite people to come back at me, particularly through Thursday Thoughts, and leave comments. But all those things, just to show that this is real, this is the way it is. I've had an amazing few weeks, and I'm really determined to sort of use that to take forward, and I'll sort of drop that in, as time goes on. But the reality is, we're allowed to enjoy that too. I'm somebody who sort of starts a new day and likes to push forward, starts a new week, starts a new month, starts a new quarter. I've been talking about that a lot this week. But looking at those vlogs over the past few weeks does, it gives me a memory. It gives me a really brilliant sort of chance to look back, perhaps in a month, perhaps in a year, perhaps in 10 years, and think what an amazing time September 2021 was. And it has been. September was absolutely out of this world. Since I started this sort of self-development running journey, I've had many, many great months. I've really sort of taken a lot from it, but it's not all of it's been vlogged, not all of it's been sort of spoken about through DOdaily. And whilst I've got those memories up there, of course they'll never go away. Having those now, makes me feel really pleased that I can look back in many years. Of course, the proposal to Kay, having that on a video whilst it was nerve-wracking, scary, and again, people might question why I did it that way. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an amazing thing to take with you, and take forward. And when the chips are down, sometimes we just need that little bit to sort of cling on to, to pick us back up. And who knows, there might be a day when I need to sort of reflect on that, look back, smile, remember, and remember how we can just sort of drag ourselves from one place to another. That's what I feel I've done in the last few years. I probably do that on a weekly basis. Like I say, this mental health thing, whilst it is a light-hearted approach, it's not straightforward. I appreciate my mental health changes when I'm around different people, when I talk about certain things, when things happen to me, when that's just the way it is. I kind of understand that now. But what I understand more than anything is by talking about it, by expressing myself, and letting it out there a little bit. I know it's not perfect. I say the wrong things. I say the wrong words. I use all these words I never say in real life because it's probably a confidence thing, but that's just the reality of what I'm doing. It's all a work in progress, and that's the reason I want to mention that on a Wednesday in particular, without having a vlog to go at this week, is because that's all it is every single week, isn't it? I speak about getting to the end of the week and almost looking back, and if you can look back on a Saturday, on a Sunday, and go, that was a good one. You've not done bad, have you? There's lots of problems and issues out there where people are really struggling, really sort of struggling beyond their control almost. But lots of us, whilst we do have our moments, we ride the highs and sort of suffer the lows. Lots of it we can control, we can do something about. For me, having done the vlog, set it up, people leaving nice comments, saying nice things. Some people leave bad comments, but thankfully I managed to sort of overlook that, oversee it, and really sort of press on. And that's what Wednesdays are all about, really. It's really pushing forward. Like I say, those vlogs are there to encourage. Do check them out. We've got some really nice feedback, really good views on those. Really, really proud of them. Really proud of myself. There was a time when I wouldn't have said that, but now, I have to. Being somebody who says on here, I've sort of opened up about bad times and really sort of put myself on the line a little bit. Give others the opportunity to criticise. I have to say when it's good as well. I have to say when I'm feeling fantastic. Still riding that wave, still enjoying what I'm doing. Somebody posted something today on social media saying that I'm dedicated to do running and do daily, and just seeing somebody else notice that made the world a difference. It's so important to see people see me hard working. It doesn't matter what they think of the content. It doesn't matter what the views and what the feedback is a lot of the time, because it's not going to change what I think. But when somebody suggests that I'm working hard and I'm giving it my best, that's all I can take from it. All I want to do is show people that that's what I'm doing, and that they've got a chance to make things a little bit better for themselves. A couple of times in the last week or so where I spoke to people who are not quite on top of things, more than one person on more than one occasion, they've said to me, things are going so well for you, I don't want to upset you, I don't want to sort of rain on your parade. They absolutely won't, because I want to help everybody around me. That's just my nature, and this is a chance I get to do it. I also touched on Monday about the fact that I could, I started this to help people during the pandemic, to offer the things I do through Do Running, use those different motivations to offer something different. It's evolved a little bit into my thoughts, and like I say, the vlogs on a Wednesday and the questions and answers on a Thursday and the walking on a Friday. It's just something that little bit different, just something light-hearted, sometimes a bit quirky and fun, sometimes a bit more serious. You never know what you're going to get. I don't know what you're going to get most of the time, but I really, really enjoy doing it. And like I say, I'm really grateful for all the support. And when you feel like that, it's amazing. We can all pretend that nothing bothers us, but absolutely everything bothers us all the time. But if we can, like I say, get through them, keep attacking what we do, keep attacking the week, because it is the time when people start to tire a little bit of attention sort of fades away from the things we're doing. So if we can stay at it, stay really hard at it, it's brilliant. Tonight, I got to go to the running club. Great turnout, which makes it amazing. New people who seem to really enjoy it. And the guys who took part in the London Marathon at the weekend were there to sort of celebrate their achievements, tell us all about it. And that was fantastic. Hearing the stories and what they were doing and how they went about it. We can all take something from everything. That's all I'm trying to do through this, is pass on my limited experience and knowledge. But we've all got some experience and knowledge, and that's what I was doing from those guys. There's guys who came to the running club tonight who were taking part in the Manchester Marathon, and I'm sure they would have taken something from them. Just because I'm doing it here on a video, it's still the same, We've all lived something. We're all living life. Life is an experience. And if we see it that way, and sort of realise that we've got to make the most of it, we absolutely will. And that's just something I'm doing right now. No real messaging today, apart from the fact that we've got to keep attacking what we do. I'll be back with one of those vlogs next week. I'm looking at something around the Manchester Marathon. But until tomorrow and Thursday thoughts, I asked that throwback question. Anybody who took part or tuned into the London Marathon at the weekend, please let me know your thoughts on what you saw, what you did, what you achieved. I'd love to read some of those out. For the people who are of a running sort of background, who are keen on that, but also for those who are not. Those sort of looking in who think, I might be able to do that. Or those who are worried about something that seems impossible. Everything's possible if you put your mind to it. And that's all I want to say today, guys. So if you've got any other questions, anything about absolutely anything I've said this week, anything about the channel, anything about where I want to take it, what I want to do, how I'm feeling, I've mentioned I'm feeling fantastic, but it's not as simple as that, it never is. I have my moments, even this week, when I'm feeling brilliant. Anything about current affairs, I'll answer that. Just drop it on the comments below. Do check back on those vlogs, on any of the videos this week, where I've almost fell into this theme of explaining a little bit more what DOdaily is about. But that's not a bad thing. Periodically, I like to do that. So if you've enjoyed what I've got to say, enjoyed any of those videos, taken anything from this at any point, please give it a share. Share it with people who might be uncomfortable in their skin sometimes, because that's all I am. I'm a little bit uncomfortable at times, but I realise by letting my thoughts out, talking about it, by being a real person who does real things, who makes real mistakes, it just makes it that little bit easier. Give it a like, share, subscribe, all of those things. I really, really appreciate that. And until the live session tomorrow, just doing it. Just do it, as it says on the t-shirt.